Hi, guys! We're here with the lovely Kristen Cakes, and we're going to talk about some college-y things because we are now old, wise, senior people.
It's true, yeah.
Who know a lot about college things. We thought we would impart our wisdom to the internet. Yeah, you know, you clicked on it. This is your choice, not mine.
It's true. You made this decision.
You did. You chose.
And now there's no turning back.
Nope. Thanks, Mom. Let's just start it off.
Let's go.
Big one. Parties and party life and being social. There are some times where I'm like, I just really cannot deal with y'all. I need to be alone with my Netflix.
Absolutely. I feel the exact same way. And it's something that I struggled with freshman year, especially because like freshman year I was so social and I was like so extroverted with everyone and so on top of like going to parties and doing that sort of thing, and then it just slows down and you're kind of like, okay, I'd rather just stay in tonight.
Because you're like freshman year, you're so concerned. You're like, I have to make all of the friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you put yourself out there a lot, or you like at least we tried.
Yeah,
we're
also both out of staters, so I don't know about you, but I didn't know there were like no people from my high school that went here.
No,
there was nobody to lean back on.
So it's hard, especially to like make friends when you're completely like a stranger in a place. So parties are a great way, or at least you think when you're young, that they're a great way to meet people.
And in reality, they're really not. Some of the time they are. Like, we're both theater majors, and a lot of the parties that we started going to after a while were a lot of the same people, and they did facilitate like becoming closer with people. But as a general note,
no.
Usually parties don't work that way.
I mean, you can use parties to meet people.
But otherwise, not meet people.
No. I know also that a lot of people don't party, or like they're intimidated by parties because you watch like the Bling Ring and everybody's getting drunk and like doing cocaine.
And Emma Watson's twerking.
Yeah, and so you're like, I understand how that could not be appealing to some people.
Oh, definitely, absolutely.
Because but parties don't have to be like a place where you go and like get obscenely
wasted, drunk, intoxicated, whatever.
On a sober note, very much enjoy dancing.
Oh, me too. I actually, half the time, the only reason I go to parties is for dancing. I actually am severely disappointed when there isn't like music blasting that I can just dance to. I'm not someone that generally goes to parties to get like drunk. Like, there are some people that do, and it's just not my style.
No,
just not what I'm into.
No, I totally agree. If there's like no music or like bad music at a party, the party in my head is like, this is the worst.
This is over. No, absolutely.
Because like if I'm going to a party, it's like I don't expect to just be like sitting in a room with people I know, like chill. If it's a party, it's a party.
It's a party.
If I'm hanging out with people,
that's a different situation. Yeah, exactly. And then that's a great like differentiation between a setting that will help you make friends and a setting that won't. Because if you're hanging out with people, that's different.
Yeah.
That's more relaxed and actually sitting down and like having conversations. But otherwise, not so much.
So I don't think parties need to be like this intimidating, terrible setting, but you have to know going in that you're not gonna go and like meet humans and like foster real relationships.
Yeah, don't set your expectations for that really low.
Real low. Let's talk about book prices.
Oh my god.
What kind of absurdity is this? What world do we live in? I realize I'm not the first person, or we're not the first people to talk about this.
No.
But like, what?
If it still is like that high, then I think not enough people are talking about it because there's nothing been done about it.
Correct.
I remember there's like do you remember how much our theater history books cost?
Yes.
Do you remember how much
yes.
I don't understand. I just don't get it. What qualifies those books to be so much more expensive?
There's so much knowledge in them, Kristen.
There's so much knowledge in those pages.
Oh.
It just doesn't make sense to me. I just on an intellectual level don't get it.
Why is it that when I get a book, an expensive book, I usually what I do is I like go online, I try and find a cheaper version, then I try and sell it back, and it's this whole big ordeal because they change the edition with one they throw in a the somewhere new,
literally,
and
not even a full sentence,
and so you can't sell it back because it's like the old edition. So you're like, what the?
It's really just so disappointing too when you look at the whole system, because it's like you really did not add anything to that book.
No.
You did not add anything.
No.
I ran into that problem with a history book because they had added in one picture into the book.
Really?
They added in a picture. They
What was
didn't
the
even
picture
add
of?
words.
What was it? Benjamin Franklin?
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure I know what he
That's
looks
all
like.
they told me is they said this book has pictures that the other one didn't offer, and I said, how many? And they literally said to me, one picture. It has one picture.
I hate you.
I really hate you.
We're gonna talk about relationships in college. I could talk about this for hours.
Oh, me too. So basically, what you have to keep in mind with college relationships, the biggest advice that Amanda and I can both give to you is that you should try at your very hardest not to date someone that's in a giant circle of friends with you.
Yeah.
Just that common ground. It's just like not. It won't end well.
No. And like, you're gonna want to do it. Because
Yes.
it does, in theory, make sense.
Totally makes sense.
You have the same interests, you're friends with the same people, so clearly, like, you like the same
Exactly.
people and same types of things.
Totally.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
However,
When it comes down to it, the relationship might be great and it might be awesome, and who knows, maybe you'll never break up, but if you do break out, all hell will break loose.
Yeah,
like,
kind of.
seriously. And it makes everyone uncomfortable, not just yourself.
everyone involved.
Yeah, but even if you just think of it, for yourself, you will feel so awkward all the time.
Yes.
It's just not a good scenario. And no matter what college you go to, whether it's a huge college, because JMU is a pretty big college.
Yeah.
Like, you will bump into them. You will run into
Inevitably.
them. Inevitably.
When you look your shittiest.
Yes.
Like, when you're
Totally.
having the worst day ever. Your
On
hair
that
is
day.
disheveled, you just failed a test, you're
Yep.
walking to Starbucks, bam, there they are. You're like, oh, and then you have to have this like weird interaction, like,
Exactly. If you choose to date someone in your friend group, that's just gonna like multiply the amount of times that you're gonna see that person.
Yeah.
And why would you want to do that?
Why? Also I know with a lot of ladies, most of us, and this is a blanket statement, some people don't want this, most of us want a monogamous relationship. A thing that I completely understand. We've been conditioned through Disney movies to
Totally
want
true.
one person
Yep.
forever and ever. Men are not always the same. Also,
No.
a blanket statement that I'm making because
Yes.
some people, do want.
Yeah, it's totally true. Not to like, it's not to say that some guys aren't just as monogamous
As women,
but a lot of them, especially in their college stages, are looking to play the field.
Yeah, and which totally, I'm game for. That sounds like fun.
That sounds like a good time.
Just use protection.
It's
That's a whole other topic.
That's a whole other one.
That's a whole other video.
Yeah, that's definitely, it's something that you should just take into mind. Think about that they might just not be in the same place that you are, and roll with it. If that's not what you want, don't do it.
Yeah.
If it is what you want, go for it.
Yeah, exactly. You just gotta know. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Don't put all of your feelings into one person.
Yeah.
If you have any inclination that they might not
absolutely.
be into the same thing.
Yeah, you have to let yourself, like, a lot of people go to college and they're like, all right, I want that relationship. I want that, college sweetheart, whatever thing.
Yeah, I want to get married.
Yeah,
right
I want to
after
get,
college.
exactly. I want to be proposed to on the quad, and that happened to a couple of our friends, and they're very happily engaged now. But still,
Congrats.
Seriously, but that might not happen to you, and it's not something that you should necessarily focus on. Like,
No.
and which is really difficult to get out of your mind because so many people are just going to be focused on that.
Yeah, dude, that's all everyone talks about. People put so much, like, I love, John Green says this all the time, people put so much of an emphasis on romantic love and how important it is, and that, like, once you have someone in your life, like, you've made it, that's not true at all.
No, it's not. And like the one thing that I can say personally, and this was actually something that I learned from going through a big breakup here, was that, like, the friends that I have here really are everything. Like, that's what it comes down to. And if you can find that person by developing a friendship with them, like, then that's great and that's awesome. But you should more focus on developing those sorts of friendship relationships.
Yeah, exactly. Friendships they're what's gonna get you through college. There are gonna be times we're gonna want to cry a lot, or just you have a lot of feelings.
Yeah.
And like I personally I don't understand people who can bottle up things. I have to tell people exactly what I'm feeling when I'm feeling it at the moment I'm feeling it.
Yeah, otherwise it just festers.
Yeah, and then I become a ball of anxiety, and then everyone's like, "What's wrong?" And then you explode.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was someone that for a while I would just bottle everything up because I'm the sort of person that doesn't like to make anybody part of my problems. And then I will tell you that when everything exploded, it was right after I got broken up with, and I felt so bad because suddenly all these emotions that I had, I was like to all my friends, I was talking about this and that and this and that and this and that had nothing to do with anything, and it was just like so much emotion. You just gotta like get some friends that you can talk to on a normal basis about that, so that doesn't become like a huge anxiety part of your life, because there are so many other things
that are gonna cause you
anxiety. Make friends. Make friends.
Period. Just make friends.
Don't focus on
will.
relationships.
Yeah. If relationships happen, that's awesome.
That's amazing.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Your goal in college should not be to like find a partner.
Don't go to college looking for that. Don't go to college like, if it's gonna happen, it'll happen.
Yeah.
Don't go like searching around for the lost love that you're going to find. Like, you know?
Yeah, no. Not. What is hashtag not worth it? That that kind of sums it up. So that's half the video, y'all.
It is.
I know Sadie's not here, unfortunately. Otherwise, she would definitely be joining me in saying this. But if you click on Kristen's face right now, you'll be brought to the second half of YouTubers React to College. And yeah, subscribe to Kristen Cakes.
Thank you so much.
And stuff, and makes funny content for the interwebs. So yeah, do that. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.